here we go on this Tippler Talk Tuesday. All right, folks, what you're looking at here is 6 holes, nice cage, aluminum with 6 holes. I have trays. I can keep 6 individual flying tipplers. This is what I'm going to be flying out of. I am going to be working with this plus 6 more, that's 12. I am going to secure this in a enclosed area, whether it's going to be my makeshift already made up structure of my old dog kennels or on the back side of my loft. Still going through the testing on that, measuring, seeing how that's going to work out for me. So on this Tippler Talk Tuesday, all I'm doing is refurbishing, kind of giving this a light coat of white paint. Pressure washed it, disinfected it. I got this one from Loft, and I also had one. So with the two, now I can keep a nice variety of tipplers to fly. That's what's going to happen here in 2025. And I apologize for last week. I didn't make a video. Well, I did and I didn't. I made a video, uploaded it, thinking that it was automatic, and it did not happen. So it wasn't uploaded. And for those that were waiting for a video, I apologize. Thank you for tuning in and asking. I got a bunch of texts, calls, what happened to the video. Hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes I have to take a loss. But anyway, what I'm doing here is just giving it a light coat of white paint. It's fresh, just to freshen it up a little bit. I'm not looking to make it for a show. All it is a quick little freshen up paint job. Make it look decent when I display my flying tipplers. And I'm excited. I'm learning a lot. Learning a lot from some old timers. And I call them old timers because they've been doing it a long time. Those guys from the CNTU, great bunch of guys. They already have given me some pointers on what to expect, what not to expect. And of course, they're being very realistic. Being realistic as in what may work for them may not work for me here. I just want to know what I can and can't do to compete. I want to know what I can and can't do to compete. I want to know what will disqualify you, what will get you a certificate. And I know there's a couple of guys here in Florida that could do it if they have the time or if they find the time. And I can think of 2 guys right off the bat that like time flying, and one guy right here close to me, DDS Loft. The second guy, Spanish Fly Loft. Those guys like flying their birds for time. I know some of the other guys have asked, they were concerned or inquiring on what can they do to time fly. The first thing I say is join the time flying club. That's rule number 1. Time flying. You know, you can be great in your own way. You can be great in your own place. But until you don't do exactly what you set out for, that'll never happen. We can all think of greatness in different ways. But you know, this is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And although I am what we call a backyard flyer, that's what backyard flyers do. Time flyers, they fly for time in the backyard. It's not like you're grabbing your birds to a certain location and showing them how they fly. It doesn't work that way here in the States. Not for time flying, anyway. I think with all my years of knowledge, I consider myself a little bit above average as far as knowledge on how to fly, but you have to know the details. The details. What makes a good time flying bird? What does not? Heck, some guys like a great flyer named Nino. Nino will tell you out of the CNTU. Bouget, Nino Bouget. He will tell you if the birds don't do 10 plus hours in his loft, he don't want them. But 10 hours, that's a great time for some guys that are just starting. And therefore, hopefully, I can learn something from them guys. You know, keeping pigeons for a long time doesn't make you an expert. Some guys can have them all their life and not know a thing. You know? But I think besides me saying it over and over and over, that we can all learn from each other. Some guys don't like teaching other people. I don't know. I guess some folks just want to be great in their minds for whatever reason. I think in their minds they feel like being great is the best thing, but it's only to who? To one person. You cannot be great as a group or an individual if you're not sharing and caring about those other tipper flyers. So all I gotta say is keep doing your thing. I'm doing mine. Hopefully we can get this crew of birds together for this year. Joe M. Tipplers, where are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's well with you and your family overseas in the UK. To the other guys watching, thank you for always coming back. And you know, I've said a lot of things in the past. Some things are right, some things are wrong, and I can admit my faults. But when some folks go through life thinking that the pigeon game is only one way, their way, then they're pretty much cutting themselves short. So right now, it's a cool, breezy day. That's why I'm here on the side of the house. Minimize the wind. Get more paint on the cage, not in the air. It's open. And hopefully it'll look good when I'm done. So folks, thank you for watching. Last week you missed out. We're back at it again this week, and we'll keep it going. Hey, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Put your comment. You know, some folks put a comment, they delete it. Some people like to put something negative, they delete it. Leave it up there. I'm good with it. Good, bad, or indifferent is good. You know? Yep. I really, really enjoy the game. This pigeon hobby here. We all have to represent. We all do it differently. Some good, some bad. I don't know. Like I said, folks, this is just a little touch of paint. When I power wash it, some of the paint come off, just to make it look even. Doesn't have to be perfect. You understand? Anyway, this has been long enough. Folks, come back next week, Tipper Talk Tuesday. Hopefully we can continue this pigeon mumbling session. All right, peace.